Welcome back. Have you finished your assignments?
Reporting back, Professor. Assignments all finished.
Well done. Shows good discipline. Wisdom is a golden snitch, as they say, and you're proving a skilled seeker in that regard. Let us practice our restore momentum. A charm, incidentally, created to stop Quaffles from plummeting straight to the ground during a Quidditch match. Precise, deliberate movements. Very good. I recommend practicing your new spell as much as possible, perhaps before you leave here.
Arresto momentum.
That's it. Keep it up.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Seems a pleasant enough little place. Revelio. I should investigate. Revelio. What do we have here? A demiguise.
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so preoccupied by all that happened with Ominis and the catacomb, not to mention my uncle's reaction, that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you. I'll let you lead. Ranrock's loyalists. Blood.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who...
Random's loyalists are out for blood.
Revelio.
Why am I always on patrol? It's a waste of my skills. Hello?
Revelio. Patricus Totalis. Revelio.
Any who oppose Renrock will be eliminated.
Patricus Totalis.
Swimming this area's a waste of my time. What's that? Up for a bit of dying, are we? I won't rest.
Dead.
All of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work. This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose?
Revelio.
Quiet. Too quiet, if you ask me. Pitiful. Ha. Ah. Tch. It's almost too easy.
I shall avenge your death.
It's rude. mate.
Expelliarmus!
Easy.
And the fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun.
Revelio.
Well, this might be the best.
For better or for worse, we're in. This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
Revelio.
Reminds me of the time I nearly set out.
I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
Someone's here. I won't rest until you're dead. This is where you will fail.
Incendio.
Who do you think you are?
Bombarda. Incendio.
How many Hogwarts monsters are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes.
Smashing.
Number of endearing. Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Bombarda. It's it.
That bridge has seen better days.
Revelio. Revelio. Reparo. Bombarda! Incendio!
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. The landlocked loyalists all but declared war.
Repairer!
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction.
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
I know we heard something that time. What the hell? Something made a sound. Must have been
Revenue. Incendio. Incendio.
Rather up wide coming back this way.
We're not finished yet. It's almost as if they were waiting. Bombarda. Incendio. Incendio. Bombarda. Incendio. Defender.
Surely you can see that.
Bombarda. Incendio. Defender.
Certainly cleared the room.
You're not a bad chap for a Slytherin.
You Gryffindors don't have a monopoly on bravery, you know.
Incendio. Expelliarmus.
A rune symbol above the cavern door.
Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it.
Revelio.
Wasn't expecting that. What do you have there?
A journal entry. Sebastian, I think I found
Hopefully
something.
It will help us unravel
A
more of
canvas
this
piece.
mystery. Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all.
Revelio.
Still, something about this place feels odd.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganark was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols and ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
Here's are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around.
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Mornweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
Perhaps your uncle was right about you. You don't know when to stop.
Oh, I do know when to stop. Unbelievable.
I hope Professor Fitzgerald...
I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spin Witches as soon as you can.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you.
Professional Quidditch matches. It's in my blood, you know. My mother's family comes from just outside here.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again. I'm afraid that costs a bit more than you had. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
I used to help out at the free.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio.
Accusations in someone else's direction if you don't mind.
Confringo. Revelio. Revelio.
What was that?
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
From us. I see you. Oh, I'm going to enjoy it. Let's play trick to his breath.
Incendio. Bombard.
Levioso!
Confringo. Incendio.
You that goblin hell! Levioso!
We should speak with Mr. Bicklesworth. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
I see you.
And where, Doctor? Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
Petrificus Totalis! Petrificus Totalis!
Flash of inspiration. You're the one who's bring the heart.
Petrificus Totalis!
Bombarda. Incendio. Defender. Confringo.
So close!
Incendio.
You just fantastic again! What are you for? Electricity.
Bombarda.
Thank you. It's the student who released Treadwell.
Confringo. Incendio. Defender.
No matter how many of us you defeat, keep coming.
Incendio.
Still bad, that one.
Expulsion.
Defender. Confringo. Bombarda. Incendio.
Time for some assistance.
Confringo. Defender. Bombarda. Defender. Confringo.
to goblin hell. Bombard. Defender.
One measly little student.
Incendio. Incendio. Expulsor. You'll feel that tomorrow. You love that
I know you're the one who stole our hippogriff.
Expulsor.
Is that all you know?
Pathetic. Was that meant to be an attack of some sort?
I've seen you use Expelliarmus many times.
Now you're just getting on my nerves.
You
What's this? Stop right there. You try something.
Agile thing, aren't you?
Bombarder. Incendio.
You're thinking of my eyes!
You regret that. Bombarder. I'm going to enjoy this.
Do cooperate, won't you? Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there. Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
Please tell me you didn't take it, but perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right, but we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man, but even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago, I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his request until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friend. Now to find Natty. It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there. Natty must be around here somewhere. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Lumos. Revelio. 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 Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Accio. Hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Has your brain been infected with the virus? A maneuver like that would have got us killed.
Revelio. I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
Using that girl as bait, no one's coming for her. We ought to just kill her. Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here.
Revelio.